Me and my friends went to a bar and we were looking around and there was a place that had a sign that said live music and we were like, oh,
Right,
live
right.
music, awesome. And we go in and you were playing music and we were like, oh, she's really good. And then suddenly you came up and you were like, hi, in English. And we were like, oh shit, she speaks English. Like, hello everyone, thank you for joining me here for another day at the Han. I'm your host Hunter, and today I am joined by local K-indie musician Park Haewon, who has just released her first single, 힘껏 사랑하자, on Spotify and Apple Music. She joins me today to discuss her process of creating music, the K-indie scene in Korea, and her inspirations as a musician. So let's give a big warm welcome to Park Haewon. Welcome to the Han.
안녕하세요.
So today we're going to be discussing a lot of different things, but first we want to learn about you.
Yes.
We want to know all about who is Park Haewon. Who is this up-and-coming musician? The soon-to-be next Taylor Swift. So you just released your first single, but I know that you've been making music for a long time. When did you start making music, and what was kind of your inspiration to learn?
14살 때 기타를 처음 배우면서 이제 약간 음악 재밌는데? 하기 시작했어요. 그러다가 이제 점점 음악을 좋아하게 되다가 이제 19살 때 처음으로 이제 음악으로 대학교를 가야겠다 해서 19살 때 처음 음악을 만들기 시작했어요.
그래서 기타만 쳐요? 아니면 다른 것도
피아노도 칠 수 있어요. I can play piano.
Oh, did you learn piano first or guitar first?
Actually 원래 어릴 때 초등학교 때 한국에서는 다들 엄마들이 피아노 학원을 보내요.
그럼 지금 만들고 있는 음악은 어떤 장르예요?
장르예요?
예.
어떤 장르냐면 이것도 포크 발라드에 들어가는 음악이에요.
Your genre is more like folk
and ballad.
So my question is, which artists do you listen to for like inspiration?
Do you know 선우정아?
No.
선우정아 is very popular artist in Korea.
Right. So you're really involved in the indie scene in Korea. You follow a lot of maybe unknown artists. Yeah. What's the Korean genre that all of the like harmony?
Yeah,
they all listen.
Trot?
Yeah, trot. Do you do some trot?
Oh no.
Not your style.
Not my style. Actually, my parents doesn't like trot.
Really?
Yes.
I thought every old person in Korea loves trot.
but maybe my mom and dad like Kim Kwang-seok.
Oh, I love
yes.
Kim Kwang-seok.
Like folk music.
I love
yeah.
it. So your music genre, folk, ballad, that kind of style, to someone who has never heard your music before, what kind of vibe is your music? What kind of style is your music?
Like when you're sad or when you feel lonely, listen my music. Like 위로가 되는 음악인 것 같아요.
Kind of making you feel better?
Yes.
Feel better music?
Like
it's gonna be okay.
Yes.
Like comforting.
Yes, comforting.
Okay. Why is that the style that you kind of chose?
Because I listen many songs like this genre. I got inspiration that musics.
The music that you got your inspiration from, was that something you listened to after you decided, I want to start making music? Or did you hear the music and say, I want to make something like this? Like what inspired you to want to make music?
Everything. My feelings, my expression, and sometimes I'm just watching people. So everything is my inspiration.
How do you like remember these things? Do you have like a notebook you write down
your
your
ideas? Yes. I have very tiny notebook, and so I write everything. My feeling. I'm sad. 오늘은 친구를 만났다. Like this.
So after you get the the inspiration
Mm.
from everyone and write it in your notebook. What's the next step to making a song for you?
Next step is just read my notebook and playing guitar or play piano, and I can play any chord.
Do you make the music first or the lyrics first?
가사가 먼저요.
가사 먼저? Ah. And then you make the music to like fit
Yes.
with it? Oh, that's so interesting.
To someone make song first or rhythm first and 가사는 나중에. But me, 가사 먼저.
I think that makes sense because you said your songs are a lot about like making the person feel better.
Yeah, right.
So maybe the lyrics, I think, are more important to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So then, when you make your music and your new song, I listen to it and is it just acoustic?
Acoustic.
Yeah. So in the future, do you want to make acoustic music, or do you want to make music with like more instruments also? What's your goal?
Maybe I want to be band music
Okay.
or R&B. I don't know.
Really? Okay.
Or about jazz.
Sure. Oh, that's awesome. So you would like to have more instruments?
Yes,
in the
more
music.
instrument, and I want to be sing every genre.
So you do a lot of live music, right? You go like cafes or some bars, which is actually where I found you.
Yeah.
Me and my friends went to a bar and we were looking around and there was a place that had a sign that said live music. And we were like, oh,
Right,
live
right.
music, awesome. And we go in and you were playing music and we were like, oh, she's really good. And then suddenly you came up and you were like, hi, in English. And we were like, oh shit, she speaks English. Like, we were
Yes.
so surprised.
Actually, my English is not good.
That was very good.
But I think English is more important. Is confident.
Exactly, yeah. Even like for me, like speaking Korean, I just have to be confident.
Yes.
Which is why if I drink a little bit, I speak more Korean.
Me too.
And the more drunk you are, the better you speak.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So we saw you in the bar doing the live music. How long have you been doing live music for?
Maybe 5 months.
5 months?
Yes.
Oh wow. So this is kind of new thing.
Yes.
How did you decide, oh, I want to do live music? Because I think that takes a lot of confidence to want to do that.
노래를 사람들한테 들려주고 싶은데 사실 버스킹은 조금 용기가 없기도 하고 혼자서 준비해야 될 게 많으니까 노래를 할 수 있을 공간을 찾아서 거기서 내가 노래를 하면 참 좋겠다. 그리고 약간의 돈도 벌고
맞아요.
사람들한테 내 노래를 홍보할 수 있지 않을까 하는 생각 때문에 라이브 카페에서 노래를 하게 된 것 같아요.
But in Korea, busking is really popular, I think.
Yeah, it's really popular.
So how did you decide, because you had never tried busking before,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So how did you decide I want to do live music instead of busking?
Because busking weather is very important.
All right.
Hot weather, like summer, winter is very hard to busking. But live cafe is inside,
All right.
so I can sing anything.
Yeah.
Every day.
Maybe a bit more comfortable.
Yes.
Too?
Yes.
Do you get nervous at all?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yes, but in the beginning, I'm very nervous.
Oh, yeah. So in America, there's a lot of live music. It's very, very popular. You can go to many different places to listen to
Yes.
live music. But I feel like in Korea, it's not that popular. Why do you think, as a live musician, that it's not really as popular in Korea?
I don't know, but I think, in Korea, popular music is just K-pop.
Right.
So I think that's why live cafe is not popular in Korea.
Do you think the people, like your audience at live music places, are they a little bit older or younger?
Middle-aged?
Middle age? Yeah, K-pop is obviously a lot bigger right now. But I feel like indie music is starting to get more popular, right? Like you have people like SUBTITLES and Haewon.
Yes.
Do you consider those K-pop, or do you call that indie music?
Oh, it's a really hard question
Yeah.
because actually they start just indie musician, but now I think they are not indie musician
Now
maybe-
they are K-pop.
because they are so popular now.
That is actually something really funny that I learned before I came to Korea. I thought K-pop stood for Korean pop music.
Ah,
But it doesn't.
Yes.
It stands for Korean popular music.
yes.
So even someone who is playing like rock music
yes.
or like folk music,
Mm.
if they are really, really popular, it is K-pop.
Yes, K-pop.
But I think a lot of people, as foreigners,
Yes.
if you hear K-pop, you think like, oh, BTS.
Yes, yes.
Or like dancing idols.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's not. K-pop's kind of an everything.
Yeah,
thing.
everything because indie music means independent music. Very 적은 비용으로 음악을 만들고 혹은 자기 스스로 비용을 지불해서 음악을 만드는 거를 인디 뮤직이라고 하는데 많은 사람들이 듣기에 약간 조용한 음악을 인디 음악이라고 생각하는 것 같아요.
So I think that's a big difference between America like genres and Korean genres, because in America, indie is, I think, at least I always thought it was like a style, that it didn't really mean independent artist in America. Whereas you could have like indie rock or indie pop, and it just kind of meant a certain style of rock, a certain style of
style.
pop. I think that's how I always thought. Maybe it stands for independent artist, but I don't think so, because there are bands that I would say are like indie, but I'm pretty sure they have a record label. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misunderstood. But yeah, no, in Korea that was something that was very, very interesting to me. So with K-pop, like idol K-pop being so popular and like the #1 genre in Korea, do you find it challenging that you're going to make folk music and ballad music? That do you think like, oh, maybe it will be hard to compete with that other genre?
Yeah, actually sometimes I think my genre is very not popular in Korea, so sometimes maybe I'm going to be very hard. 처음에는 네, 제가 하는 음악의 장르는 대중적이지 않으니까 not popular music이니까 힘들 것 같다고 생각하기도 했었어요. 근데 지금은 또 보면 많이 사람들이 이런 음악을 또 좋아하는 것 같아요. 점점 갈수록. 왜냐하면 삶이 너무 피곤하니까 조금 더 위로가 되고 귀가 편안한 이지 리스닝 음악을 더 선호하는 것 같아서 점점 좋아지고 있지 않을까 하는 생각이 듭니다.
So do you think that people are starting to listen more and more to the easy listening music rather than K-pop, or do you think they're listening to both? Like, do you think K-pop is going down and other music going up, or is it just both going up?
No, I don't think. K-pop is always going to
Always
like
going
this. And also indie music or like ballad or Korean rock music band is going to be.
Do you have any favorite Korean rock music bands?
My favorite Korean.
Any recommendation? 추천?
Actually, my favorite rock band is Oasis.
Oasis?
Oasis.
Oh, okay.
It's not Korean band, but
Do you listen to more Korean music or foreign music?
foreign.
Foreign music?
Actually, in the beginning, I listen many Korean indie musicians' music, but now I want to learn other genre song. This day I listen Thailand and other French pop music.
French pop music.
Yes. L'Impératrice.
Okay. Do you want to make an English song in the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So everyone be excited for that one day.
One day I learn English.
Yeah.
And my English is better.
Okay.
And then I can make English music.
Perfect. So instead of talking about your future songs,
Yeah.
let's talk about your new song.
Mm.
The name is 힘껏 사랑하자, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking a little bit before we were recording.
Yeah.
How long did it take you from the beginning to the end? How long did it take you to make the song?
Maybe I think 3 years.
3 years?
Yes. Because I make song on 2020 years old. 20 years. And
2020?
Yeah, 2020. 2020.
Yeah.
And I record my song this year, April.
Okay.
And my album release on
Last month, right?
yes, last month 16.
Yeah. Album came out last month. And so far, what has the reception been like from the listener?
많은 분들이 좀 따뜻하게 많이 들어주시는 것 같아요. 되게 편안하고 따뜻하고 그리고 뭔가 저는 제가 생각하는 누군가가 있었지만 듣는 분들은 또 다른 분을 생각하면서 들을 수 있으니까 되게 공감이 충분히 된다고 말씀을 해주시는 것 같아요.
I bet that makes you feel really happy.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know, like, so it's been 1 month, how many people have listened to your song?
I don't know total, but on Spotify, 6,135.
You know exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think maybe you are like me. When I post a YouTube video, for like 1 week, I am just update. Oh, one person watched. Okay, update. Oh, another person. Oh, update. Oh, another person.
Same.
Same, yeah. It's so exciting. Like,
Yes.
Because this is you say you don't have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes, not yet.
So this is your first time putting music online, right?
Right.
So it's kind of a fun experience, like putting something out for people to see. And I understand the feeling. Like you just want to know, like every 5 seconds, every 10 minutes, you're like
every day.
every day, how many people? That's so nice though. 6,000 people. That's a lot.
Yes, that's
For
a
your
lot.
first one.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
one.
So, are you working on your next one now?
Yes. Maybe I want release my next song January
January
or February. I want.
Perfect. When it comes out, you can come back.
Yeah.
We will do an
Okay.
interview about new song.
Yes, and then I learn English.
Oh,
now,
perfect.
and I can talking to you better English.
Okay, I'll work on my Korean as well.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
get better at Korean. Maybe next time we can do all Korean interview.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
2 interviews, 1 Korean, 1 English.
Okay, mix.
Perfect, mix. All right. Well, before we go here, Haewon is going to do us a great favor, and she's going to play a little bit of her song here. So before we go out with that, I just want to say thank you for everybody that decided to watch. And if they want to find your music or find you, how can people find you online?
My music, searching on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Music, Melon, Box, everywhere.
What do people search?
힘껏 사랑하자, but it's just Korean, and English name is Love as Much as You Can.
Perfect.
Yes.
And I'll make sure we'll have the links to everything in the description of the YouTube video, so you guys can just go down and click it, or you can search for her yourself. But thank you for coming.
Thank you too.
Yeah, it was very fun.
I was very fun.
You were a little nervous at the beginning, right? Do you feel good now? Feel
Yes.
better? Awesome. Not that hard, right?
Yes. Actually, English interview is not easy to me, but Yes.
It was fun.
It was fun.
So everyone, as we head out here, please listen to a little bit of her song here. And if you want to hear the full song, go check her out on Spotify. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
깊지 않은 슬픔이 있어 하나 둘 저 멀리 떠나는 이들 분명 정을 주지 않았다 생각했는데 결국 나는 맘을 주고 말았네 어젯밤에는 눈물이 나기도 했지만 이별이란 항상 아쉬우니 우리는 힘껏 사랑하고 아껴주자 마음속에 아쉬움이 머물지 못하도록